there. It's just a mess. I'm lost.
Why don't you do mutton chops? Have you tried mutton chops?
Mutton chops? What's that?
Mutton chops. You know, like Guy Ritchie, like, you know, where it just goes down?
I can't. Maintenance, I'm a caveman. I walk into doors and stuff. I can't make straight lines, even with a ruler, so
it's not happening.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm useless. Can't even do it.
We're getting into some CS then. Let's go. Enough on the hair. Now let's talk about headshots. And a couple of utility buys here coming in from Mad Lions, starting on the T side of Nuke. CT side will be c0ntact. And Emmy actually going for a full set of nades, interestingly enough. We don't see that very often. So no kit picked up on the CT side either. They are confident they're going to shut down Mad Lions, not even let them plant the bomb.
Rollin sees a few by Squeaky, but he can't do anything to stop them making their way into the A bomb site. He'll move to Mini now. He's staying alive for the retake here. Doesn't die on his sword in a bad situation. They'll use the numbers to retake. Again, Emmy with the grenades. Maybe there's a flash depending on his position. Yeah, he's going for the CT spawn flash to burst. There's no defuse kit here, but they're close enough. Right then, it's going to be a 3-man burst. It looks like hopefully nobody blocks the grenade. And there it goes.
Right on through, and doesn't flash anybody. So it was a nice thought. Now it's just going to have to be done the hard way. Looking for headshots. c0ntact, Shush, just laying them out right now. Nice attempt by c0ntact, but it's a flawless hold for Mad Lions. Once they got that bomb down, no worries at all. Kept their cool.
I respect the suicidal run into the bomb site. I think it was, I want to say it was Ships, to at least take the fire away from his teammates. Again, it was desperate time. They just simply did not have position on the A bomb site, and it didn't really work out for them. But such is life. Mad Lions will take the pistol. Had really good positions to avoid that flashbang. I'm not sure a single player was flashed there.
No, I don't think so. I think it fell short. So it would have flashed the c0ntact players and not done anything.
Nice.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. We've got 2 scouts here for c0ntact. They've gone for the force spy. We've got a CZ. It is a dangerous round for Mad Lions. We've seen plenty of these rounds be lost by multiple teams at the advantage, but Mad Lions are moving through very, very quickly before c0ntact can have too much map control. They do have a player in the event. He will be spotting Esperanto. He's definitely been seen. Ache already with the UMP, though.
And Bubsky, he did a lot of work in the pistol round. With 2 kills, and they are going to be just falling back now, trying to save on the guns. c0ntact. Just give it up on the lower site. Emmy close, though. c0ntact, always lethal. Look at him. Just tapping away. Definitely got to go down to Shush. Shush has to be careful, though. Close range with c0ntact. It's always going to be at risk.
Such a long reload. Had to close the door to do it. So I guess it was worthy to have a go with the CZs and so on, but with the scouts, definitely worth just trying to hold on and use them again for the next round. I don't think we see enough teams in that situation just fall back and be like, okay, let's reset. But I mean, on Nuke, they could be hunted by SMGs and so on. So maybe dying on the sword is the better way to go long term there. But anyway, Otto and Ships will look to hold on to their sniper rifles. Of course, I'm a big fan of Otto, so starting on the CT side, once he has the AWP, I look forward to seeing what he can do. It's interesting that he went for the force buy as well, because some teams will have their AWPs these days ecoing at all times. So in the first buy round, they always have the AWP.
Well, they've saved the 2 guns, so they'll have that to play with in the next round at least. Mad Lions, what I'm liking for Mad Lions is that they're setting a quick pace here at the beginning. They really are controlling it, not letting c0ntact get too comfortable, not letting c0ntact have too much time to think things through in the round. It's clear that c0ntact has got a game plan going into this first half of Nuke. And well, Mad Lions, it's another thing that's worth mentioning. Since the beginning where it looked a little shaky, the first match with c0ntact, it's only looked better match after match here for the Danes. So they are clearly getting more comfortable as a team. And, well, quick smoke wall out.
Not bad.
Not bad. Roy with the running Mac-10 headshot.
Very nice. Again, it's a good pace on the anti-ecos. We've seen a lot of rounds in the last 2 days, I feel like, where the team at the advantage have just allowed like an ecoing CT side to take too much map control, haven't had any presence. But immediately Mad Lions will take Secret and then they'll slow things down. They'll give c0ntact a chance to respond, but again, just the map control they're taking. c0ntact in heaven now. They could go either bomb site. How do you stack in this situation? There are some sound cues to be had here from c0ntact, but again, they're not really well equipped. Emmy taken out in isolation. There's not much for c0ntact to do here but be victims.
No, this is an organized Mad Lions, just picking them apart. And so that's the upper side open for business. All 5 players from Mad Lions still alive, and you'd like to see them stay that way. Just save the Kevlar, save everything that you've got so far going into the next round, and just make your economy that much more powerful. Oh, this is going to be a sick HE.
That's very nice indeed. Yeah, Ships is the man who had the Kevlar they've had to save, but wasn't able to do that, so they'll have to buy everything. Otto's got enough for the AWP in the next round. And he's even got a flashbang and some Kevlar. AWP with Kevlar is nice. You can take some tagging. Nothing's worse than someone like landing the first shots in Nuke, getting aim punched, and then that takes your shot out of accuracy to land the fatal response. There's a tech pause. Otto's mic needs to be fixed.
Oh, Otto's mic. Okay, I was about to say, it's not ping. They've got 5 ping right now. So
nice.
It's a mic issue that we've got with c0ntact. Should be getting sorted fairly quickly, though.
Oh, hello.
And that is all after all.
No warning, man. I could have been doing anything, guys. I could have been doing anything. Sometimes I'm not wearing trousers when I'm commentating. Who knows what might have been happening?
Can confirm he's got trousers on.
I've got trousers on.
He's got trousers on.
It's been a while since I was trouserless on a broadcast, but you know, sometimes it gets warm, man. What are you gonna do?
Dude, that's why I'm wearing the short shorts today.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. I did notice the weather has improved here in Los Angeles.
A lot of air going on.
Anyway, we've got the full buyout for c0ntact. Otto's out with the AWP, and we've got more utility on the rest of the team. Molotovs and smokes. Double incendiary being tossed at the beginning for c0ntact. Usual stuff towards the A-bomb side. We've got smokes on the outside, and Mad Lions keeping the same pace. They've got no idea. Acor coming in from the back.
This is the read. Okay, you want to take the fight to us, c0ntact? Great. We'll be right there ready and waiting for you. With the Kriegs as well. Just superior firepower, and now it's Emmy all alone. Bubsky caught looking. I mean, just a tough break there for Bubsky. Of course, you want to check on top of Hut. And so he's caught looking the wrong way, but 3 players remain for Mad Lions. This should be an easy situation for them to get the bomb planted. And now Emmy's just going to have the hardest time if he wanted to retake. To the point where he should just be trying to think about how to save his gun. Now that they're making, you know, you've seen Bronson? It's one of Tom Hardy's first roles. Got him big.
I haven't seen that, no.
Yeah, but you know.
Is it worth watching?
Totally worth watching.
I don't have much to do outside of work, so.
Totally worth watching.
All right, Bronson.
It's a mad movie, but he was huge. No, I'm nowhere near as jacked as him.
I've been watching Tom Cruise.
Goals. Yeah, it's when he shaved his head. You see, he shaved his head. He had a stash too.
Nice.
I can't grow that great a stash though. I'm working on it.
There are pictures. Before I was full-time esports, there were people found pictures of me on a real estate profile where I had like bum hair on my face, basically. The moustache is not working out, man. So the facial hair is not a thing for me. So had the soul patch, it was terrible.
I'm waiting for it because the director's mic has been open for about 10 seconds, so I know he's got something to say. No? Oh, come on. I thought he was going to get a Bronson reference in there, dude. He's got that crazy scene where he's getting all greased up. He's taking a hostage and the guy's greasing him up because he's going to fight the cops because he's in jail. Ah, dude, the whole story with Bronson.
That sounds interesting.
It's awesome. It's great.
Right.
Go watch the movie if you haven't. It's what put Tom Hardy on the map pretty much, I think.
He's got the hero AWP here, so I imagine he's playing, this is a spawn-based play since everybody has Kevlar. Maybe he's looking towards Squeaky. No, he's creeping even further outside. I love that Mad Lions kept the pace in that full buy. Like, let's just charge outside. No smokes, no nothing. Almost 2 kills there. At the very beginning of that previous round, as we can see, it was very successful. Caught c0ntact completely off guard. And now it's anti-eco again, but there is a weapon lurking, and they need to try and identify where that is, although if they swing, in most cases, they should be in a good position as long as they use their utility correctly.
Already passed. This is going to be big for Massilian. Taking point onto site, finds the first one. Rollin, dude, you should just be looking to save, and he is doing just that. He's watching in yard, seeing if anybody's going to be rotating through here quickly, but this also gives him a way out of this situation, so...
Is he flanking, or is he trying to save and T-spawn, I wonder? Because that would be quite the task. Especially with control of lobby. Bubsky going wide, actually, and the AWP's been taken away. And now Otto and Ships don't have... I mean, they could consider saving their Kevlar if they think it's impossible to get this AWP. Maybe there's a weapon to collect now for Ships. Bubsky will just protect the AWP in the meantime. All he's got to do is stand there and make sure they don't pick it up.
He's going to be using that as bait because I'm pretty sure that it's been spotted, or at least Bubsky was able to tell. There's the shot. Shush! Fluffs it. So 2 kills actually coming through on an anti-eco like that. That's solid for c0ntact. They made Mad Lions spend a little bit of money.
Now, ooh, yeah, double AWP coming out, Otto and Ships. But the question is, what are Mad Lions going to do? We have seen 4 fast rounds from them, or 3 fast rounds more or less. The anti-eco from the last round isn't really relevant, but do c0ntact dump more utility? Do they dump some outside? How do they adjust for what they expect Mad Lions? They could do anything now. They could go for a ramp rush. They could go for a charge into A. It's really unclear what to expect. 2 plays towards the ramp. Chip sees a number of plays towards ramp, so it is indeed a ramp rush. That's heavy damage, almost a collateral. Acor on 15 HP now.
It was a collateral. That was a headshot into Acor. So Acor, counting his lucky stars that he had Bubsky standing in front of him, but it's still a man advantage for c0ntact, and that's a big advantage too now. Considering Acor got tagged down, he's gonna have to be careful. And now we get to see what is the play here for Mad Lions. What does the c0ntact like to do when they're down a man at a disadvantage? For now, it's going to be Roy out in yard. With that main smoke, he's going to be able to clear that out. And now this is going to give him some room to maneuver here out in the yard, and we'll see, does he actually end up finding Otto or not?
If they've done their homework, they should know that Otto likes to play these positions around that CT spawn area. He's hiding himself pretty well, but he can't unscope or scope because he'd be in trouble here. Can, of course, smash the Q button. Ooh, his scope is going to obscure his position entirely.
What a joke.
And his teammate will get taken out now. If he repositions CT spawn, maybe he can trade this frag, but the bomb site's surely going to be taken here by Mad Lions. Can he find second? Of course he can.
Shush is just fluffing shots left and right now. That's 2 kills that he should have had that he has missed, and that might have costed him. If he could have survived, at least that's some support here for Acor. Yeah. Boom! Doesn't pull the trigger.
Gotta be quick.
Didn't trust the no-scope. First round on the board now for c0ntact. And it did feel, well, you got to give it to him. Chips hit that nice shot to kick things off and put Mad Lions on the back foot.
Yep. Yeah, good start. They had the information, how many players going towards the ramp. So they finally found a way to stop the W plays of Mad Lions. And from the Mad Lions' point of view, it's pretty good. Give us a reason to stop doing this. Maybe they've got one. Maybe they're not convinced. We'll see what they do in round number 7. Got to give their economy more respect here. 3 of the players have got a 4-buy, but not everybody. Love how people uglify their weapons with the Mr. Chief stickers. It's pretty good. Like Royce Krieg. Yeah, they're just like, it's just a horrible green like MS Paint sticker, and they just spam them on a weapon just to make it super ugly. Oh, Otto's been taken out towards the ramp now. So they've lost ramp once again. Esperanto's peeking in the meantime towards ramp as Ships holds the outside. And look at that turnaround from a 5 versus 4 to a 4 on 3 in a matter of seconds here for c0ntact.
Yeah. Go to grab. Oh, a c0ntact catches Ships out though. Krieg gonna be recovered, and that is really big. If he can find this follow-up kill, that's Rollin, who's playing very passively. You got to give it to Rollin. Just holding the angle, and sure enough, c0ntact just not ready for that. Expecting them to play a bit more defensive, considering they're down.
Ooh. Trying to conceal the information, but spotted at the last second. And now the race is on. Will there be a peek from the ramp, or will he wait for his teammates? No, it's free for Esperanto. There we go, fatal connection made. Tagging was enough to slow Bubsky down, which leaves Shush in a 1v3. They know he's somewhere, but where? Let's go for the forward peek, trying to get those 1v1s. Then we'll re-peek now. They know where he is. They can move into position. Maybe he's got to be careful, though. The spray's there from Shush. Not sure if he hears the tagging, but we got CTs around that bomb site. He's going to run out of bullets soon. It is a fast reload on the Krieg, but he won't get an angle to do it. Rylan around the smoke. c0ntact survived with 3.
Oh, and the molly doesn't get canceled out by the smoke either. That's the play. Definitely thinking that there could have been an angle there. Tough situation, though. 1v3, it's an impossibility. But they get the bomb down, and so they still get a little bit of a win there in that situation, given that's a bonus 800 in everybody's pockets. So we should get a buy round out of Mad Lions. I'm curious, are they going to go for a tactical? Oh, it's c0ntact going for the tactical timeout.
It's a c0ntact-tical.
I thought Mad Lions not going for the buy or immediately would mean we'd get one of their tac timeouts. And so, I mean, to put things in context right now, it is still beginning of the T-side half, and Mad Lions still have 5 rounds on the board already T-side Nuke.
Yeah, that's pretty solid.
Mad Lions right now, all they need to be doing is taking a breath and saying, hey, we're fine. Now everything we get above this is gravy. Let's just keep our cool and not get frustrated. And so a good chance here for c0ntact to try and pump the brakes a little bit and get everybody calmed down and focused again. But so far, they've been pretty consistent with the smoke walls outside. But there's also been quite a bit of aggression outside as well from c0ntact. So you got to be thinking that c0ntact is thinking, they have to be thinking that they need to take the fight outside again and just shut c0ntact down, not let c0ntact get too comfortable challenging early out here.
Yeah, there's a lot for Mad Lions to play with. They haven't shown just yet. They've been moving outside really quickly. There's a big gap in No smokes outside it looks like, although on the radar it suggests something different. Maybe there isn't. But anyway, they're charging into the A bomb site. Is a trade here? Yes, it is. Shush will do that. CT vents where Esperanto is. Now he can run distraction, but Otto, can he find an angle to help him? Bombs down in the middle of the site.
And that looked so good for Mad Lions. Now without any nades, you have to go. The flash actually helps Acor. But Bubsky not expecting the second man through on Heaven, and Ships finding the remaining 2 kills in this round. Up until Esperanto getting the double, you're thinking everything is going fairly well here for Mad Lions. If they're getting the trades, that's fine. Asilian will die 10 times out of 10 if it means that his teammates get that trade and progress onto the site. Esperanto just ruins all of that though. So c0ntact with the strong round, and no bomb plant means that Mad Lions are staring down the barrel of an eco here. And now we get the tactical timeout from Mad Lions.
What are they going to do now? Fighting with a UMP versus a Krieg, not ideal towards the end of that last round. Potato gun at this point with the... Man, it was such a brutal nerf to the UMP. The damage fall-off was increased at range, so it's so,
it was too good,
so much
though.
worse than it used
You remember
to.
when it first came out?
It
Dude,
was.
that gun was so crazy.
Yeah.
The armor pen on it, you take that instead of an M4 on CT and hold close.
It was absurd, yeah.
It was crazy good.
It was pretty damn good, man.
Well, you know, they managed to get that one. They nerfed that one faster than they nerfed the Krieg.
Yeah. That is interesting. There's a few things which raise questions at the moment, the Krieg being one of them. But anyway, we've got the eco for Mad Lions, a few flashbangs for Asilian. I think Roy's looking to keep the CTs honest in case they get aggressive outside. Right now, the odds for c0ntact not looking good. 3.2, that's enormous. They're not really believing in this CT side, Pinnacle.
Well, now you need to win this round and get these Kriegs out of c0ntact's hands.
Oh my god.
Big nade.
Juicy.
And on top of that, it slows them down, so it makes them an easier target for auto. It looks like Mad Lions, they will be able to sneak one down through the ramp. And they should be able to get all 3 down here. Roy still working his way outside, yep. Through the lower halls. Oh, pretty sure he just got spotted.
c0ntact have got very good position here. He's expected the crouch pick though, the crab walk. The crab walk strafe is enough. That's kind of crazy. That was a big opportunity for Roy, but it comes and goes instantly. Oh, this is turning real bad now. We're going to have a post-plant situation here for Mad Lions where they could actually do something. They've got a smoke on Shush. They've got an M4 on him as well, and he'll try and kill everybody, leaving Otto to not give the T's an AWP at this point. What has happened? They had 2 flashes on this eco and a bunch of pistols.
Shush has redeemed himself is what's happened. Finally, after fluffing those 2 rounds that cost his team, shows up big in this one. He's sitting on 10 frags now because of this. And it's only looking better. Otto's just going to be backing out, trying to save this AWP for the next round.
Where's the money, Semler? Where's the money?
There's no money. These have been expensive rounds. That's the thing for c0ntact. It's not like they've been winning hard clean with like 4 or 5 players surviving every round. Some of these have been pretty close.
I guess Otto can drop. Ryland's going to have a chunk of money, so I would expect them to buy around this AWP. But that's an expensive round, man.
Yeah.
That's an expensive round.
This puts you in, I mean, it's going to be a buy. No hesitation on the side of Esperanto. He had enough, and the other 2 can drop FAMAS's exactly. They have enough money to drop a FAMAS or even an M4 over. Ooh, Otto's even just going to throw down and get another off. Okay. I mean, this is, all things considered, a pretty healthy buy for c0ntact.
Yeah. But if they lose this round, we're talking probably like a 10-3 scoreline for Mad Lions on the T side of Nuke.
Yeah. No, Mad Lions start to run away with this if that's what happens. This is it, the make or break round. Big HE gonna go right into the mix. Oh, dude, Acor took max damage off of that.
Skewers, meat skewers, human meat. It's gross. They're still alive though, Mad Lions, but boy, have they been maimed. No smokes outside, just the wide peaks with the numbers looking to just rain bullets on any CTs peeking. It's an interesting strat, I like the chaos of it. But with so many, oh no, that's a disaster now. They've been cut off by the smoke grenade and the CT's looking to collapse on them. Bubsky's trying to keep them honest, but this has turned into a really weird situation now for Mad Lions.
They don't have any more smokes left. They need to find a smoke somewhere here if they want to get into a bomb site and get a plant down. They have flashes and a molly. Roy had better not die at this point. He's got all the utility.
Bubsky's got more HP than the rest of his team combined right now.
Well, let's see. I mean, possible. Ships? 1 HP? All right. He goes down. How do you survive with 1 HP?
Well, this is an interesting one. Otto's on the high ground. His scope has surely been heard by someone. Now, what is the best play from Mad Lions? They know that there's a CT in heaven, or they should. But there are 2 more question marks on the map. Where are Emmy and Esperanto? What is the play here? They have 2 mollies, so they could put one in heaven if they had position to take A, but it seems they'll head towards B. But again, it's a question of dry peaks. Look how much time's on the clock.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot here.
So they're playing versus the unknown rather than the known. 19 seconds to run into the site and plant the bomb with cover, but Esperanto's going the wrong way.
Brilliant. Flash upper. That's all they needed. Single flash upper pulled Esperanto out of position. Now the molly goes down, and Shush is ready for him. Mad Lions.
That's checkmate right there.
Dude, and that's got to feel like checkmate if you're c0ntact too. You've got to feel like a fool at that point. A single flash was enough to pull you off the position that was locking down the entire site.
Going to lose more.
That's so painful. That's so painful for Esperanto. He was on the right call, and then that single flash. I mean, that's a value nade right there.
Yeah, that was such a bad situation for Mad Lions with the time on the clock. 2 players, they have no idea where they are, heading towards B. Just one flashbang and it's open sesame. Otto will save the AWP. He'll have to pray for a good spawn, because they'll be relying on him next round. Now, c0ntact can buy in the next if they keep their money together. A few bits and bobs will be collected. Their loss bonus is rising pretty quickly, actually. So they might not be in the bin for long.
No, they'll fight their way out after this one here.
Yeah, Otto, he can buy the AWP in the next round, no matter what, so go for gold.
Make some plays here. Get out there in the yard and challenge early, and it's looking like that's what's going to happen. Rollin again with that HE. Auto. Instead, it's going to be the squeak door peek early.
Oops.
Careful, lad. Oh, I'm getting a bit toasty there. And now Roy, decides to give up the angle. It's going to be smoke ball, yeah. It's going to be wall of smoke down once again. Out in yard. Standard fare here on the T side. And Otto deciding he needs to make the plays.
Oh.
Shush is certainly woken up.
Yeah, that's really fast. Now, that AWP can be retrieved, and it will be by Raleigh, who takes a grenade, I think, for his troubles there. But now he doesn't really have the best position to do things. Oh, but Esperanto certainly does. With the Deagle, he's always dangerous. We talk about his clutches. Haven't seen one recently, but you never know.
There's Akor taking Emmy. And now Ships and Rollin last 2 alive for c0ntact. 2v4 stacked in ramp. I like this from them at least. They're stacked together. They can stand a chance perhaps of fighting their way out of this if they need to, or just surviving rather, as the bomb is going to get planted in a moment on the upper site. And Mad Lions are fixing to collect 8 rounds on the T side of Nuke. A fantastic performance from the Danes. Pretty much exactly what we were expecting.
Yeah, it's a roaring start. It is their pick, Mad Lions, but I mean, this is, yeah, you've dropped some rounds, but I mean, I think this would be like perfect. Anybody would take a situation like this on the T side of Nuke. 8-3 is huge.
That's a fantastic performance.
Looking at the numbers, c0ntact to 20% on, oh sorry, that's last 2, what am I talking about? On Nuke, they're 67% actually, so it's kind of 50-50, but that, well, that's over 3 maps, whereas it's 62 over 13 for Mad Lions.
And I mean, it is kind of just like Mad Lions have been powering up this entire tournament long.
Yeah, they've looked like a safe pair of hands, like solid.
They're getting better, that's the thing. It's like they're just getting more confident. It feels like they're really getting the value of a c0ntact and his experience, and it's just the team is benefiting day in, day out. It feels like they just look stronger every time you see them on the server, so it's tough to bet against them right now. Still have
Peacemaker on the server, so
yeah.
I would like to think that Hunden will be doing like maybe anti-stratting of other teams or something. I mean, there's definitely 2 roles to be had there, like coaching and analysis.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could be involved. It's almost where you want to see Hunden start to shift into the managerial role. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out for Hunden. I mean, he's made it clear that he doesn't want Peacemaker's job. And that was those were awkward smokes outside with a big gap, and that ends up costing Mad Lions the opening kill. Yeah,
somebody's smokes got thwarted by fire, I think, but there we go, Esperanto. That's a big name taken out for c0ntact. 4-on-4 now, which will certainly favour Mad Lions, looking to use and abuse c0ntact with these Kriegs. Peeking into Hut, showing some presence there as the bomb race cars towards that B-bomb site. They're lining up for Shipsto, but he's not quite there with the AUG.
Brutal. Bomb is about to get planted though. Otto, he's ready for the rotation. Easiest shot of his life on Shush as well, who's been hitting many shots so far. So a 2v3 situation now for Mad Lions. They have to hold. There it is. Perfect timing. Finds one, sees the second as well. So valuable, the information. And he knows where both players are coming from now. Oh, so clever. So clever from a c0ntact. He has got the clutch. That's another thing that is crazy about c0ntact is that he has got the clutch. We've seen it multiple times now.
Oh no, look how deep it is. He's not going to make it. Oh, Emmy's off the bomb. He's off the bomb. He had to hold it. He's giving him a chance. He's giving him a chance. It's too late now.
It's too late. No time for the defuse. c0ntact with the clutch again.
Why didn't he hold it? You would hear him running through the molly. He would hear it.
That's what you're talking about.
It's a free defuse. It's gratis.
Do you think experience? Could that be experience? The nerves? I mean, this is an official, man. You start making calls that you wouldn't otherwise.
When you're 3 to 8 on the CT side of Nuke and you're in a 1v1 and you have to defuse bomb, it's nerves.
Are we taking it away from c0ntact though? I mean,
oh no, he did a fantastic. But there was a chance for the round to be won, and they need rounds. They barely have any rounds here. It's desperate times for c0ntact. They're back on the eco. They're back into poverty status. They're taking in donations for pistols and grenades. They got to smoke on a bunch of crap with Otto's AWP. That was a very unfortunate round. But again, just one detail miss can cost you a hell of a lot, especially in a situation such as this.
Well, oh. Otto goes for a second bite of the apple. Is that Henry? Who says that? I just know one of us says that.
One of those guys.
Yeah, one of those guys. A second bite of the apple.
I think it's Alex.
Or is that Alex?
I think it's Alex. I could be wrong. Ships has rescued the AWP, so there's a chance. There's still a chance for this round to be won.
It's a slim one. Let's be fair.
It's there though.
It's there.
Where is Ships though? Where is he?
He's down in lower halls right now.
Oh, okay. The creep is kind of slow at the moment. Obviously, we have more information than he does. But it looks like he's going to miss some opportunities. It may turn into Save Simulator 2020 Pandemic Edition.
Well, he's got... They just barely spotted, I think. I don't know if Roy spotted him, but... no, definitely not.
Well, we've seen that booty, man. There we go.
Get bopped.
Getting worried for a second there. Now he's surely got the sound cues moving into the B bomb site. Now, this is one of those weird situations where you've done enough to allow yourself to lose everything that you might otherwise save. Well, someone's got to plant this bomb now. Oh no, it's Shush alone. He's got 1 versus 2. Esperanto entertaining, and Emmy's there to train. And just like that, if there's a chance, then there's hope. You know, a man can dream, and c0ntact have made it to 4. They've only saved 1 weapon from that, but they've got a round, which is more important for sure.
I think c0ntact at that point is like, let it be known, nobody takes 10 rounds on the T side of Nuke against c0ntact. They had to win. They had to win that round.
Mad Lions, though, have had so many bomb plants in this game, in this half. I can see another one coming. Oh, maybe there's a delay in the spectator client. This can happen sometimes.
On both sides, though, because we are frozen on this side as well. What?
Yeah, but it might be the spec client that we're connected to. So we shall see. Who knows where Emmy was going? Is he going up the ladder, chat, or is he going towards the ramp? To me, it looks like the ladder.
It looks like we're back into this now.
Yeah,
we could cast off of the GoTV here at least.
So we got a 3-on-3 with 1:20 on the clock. Yeah. Oh, they're back as well. Marvelous.
Right, good.
Let's get into it then.
Bubsky finds Emmy, and well, I mean, we can only just kind of put it together here from what we can see. Early aggression, and Roy and Bubsky probably nade damage to start.
Oh, there are 2 HEs here for c0ntact. There's no reason for Esperanto to pull any grenade out, obviously, in this position.
Let's see it.
But you just want a path to the carnage somehow. You want it to happen.
And this happened super early too.
Yeah.
There was a real firefight going on. 50 seconds still on the clock, and Ships gonna miss that timing. They're gonna miss each other. Unbelievable.
Ooh.
Wait, no, something's happened to Bubsky here.
Oh, this
Did his mouse disconnect? What the hell?
Super weird.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Oh, this is unreal.
Oh, no. What is this?
Maybe there's a pizza delivery.
What? We had that yesterday. It was a joke.
Aiko's calling for the pause, so... Oh no, Bubsky's alone now. Oh, that's really weird. That's really unfortunate for Mad Lions. He's in a position to win around there.
Doesn't matter that you lose the round.
Oh, 2 of their players crashed.
Yeah. You lose the round regardless because you were like damage done and you were already in.
Okay, so it looks like something weird happened.
But that is really weird. What led to this? And that looked like a done deal round for Mad Lions as well.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Reminds me of the DDoS days.
Does, right?
The DDoS days, man, where you get substitutes for substitutes. at its worst.
Get subs, and then
Yeah.
I remember players even having to play off their cell phone data at some point.
Yes.
Forrest at one point was connecting through the 4G on his phone,
Yeah.
trying to finish a map on Inferno. I remember that.
Pitt was subbing for like 6 different teams at least.
Yeah.
In Europe.
I mean, those are days that never need to come back.
Never. No, those were a lot of times that they'd be happening at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, no, you had all night. We got really good at radio broad. You know, it was just, hey, let's talk about this bench. All right, those were the bench days.
I remember that broadcast. I remember
We
watching.
should talk about benches for 45 minutes.
I
and,
remember that exact broadcast. That was great, man. I was highly entertained.
Those were good times, though, because
Yeah.
I mean, it basically did turn into a talk show at that point when you're filling for 50 minutes because there's nothing else to talk about. It's like, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, what'd you do with your day? I don't know.
Yeah, those were you know, when it's like smaller community and stuff, everyone is fond of those days, regardless of what community it is.
It's true. Those were good times.
Oh, they had a double blue screen. That's
Both blue screened.
that's unique.
Fascinating.
The blue screen of death, man. They're not as exciting as they used to be. Like old crappy blue screen. Nowadays, you get there's even like a sad face on there. It's like, we are making a crash report and all this kind of stuff. Whereas before, it was just like, nope.
You're done.
Yeah, it's just nothing. We're not going to help you or anything.
I got one on my PC right before I left to come here as well.
Oh, really?
Man, blue screen. What could it be?
Yeah.
It started up again, luckily, but now I got to worry about broken PC when I go back.
It's rare when it happens on a Mac. I have like 4 Macs or something, which I video edit on.
Okay, I'm glad that you added that caveat because
the
gaming
screen
on a
just,
Mac,
like,
dude, what?
The screen just shades up like that, and it just goes weird. There was a time though where I was gaming on a Mac.
Yeah.
I was playing Counter-Strike on a Mac at some point, and I didn't realize how much latency there was with the mouse.
Okay.
There was a certain operating system where before that it was fine, but after that there was like mad latency, and there's this app called Smooth Mouse which would take about 80% of it away, but it was still absurd. And then I dual booted my computer, so I was playing on Windows on a Mac because it was Intel based.
That's it.
And then I was like, holy crap! Even with the Smooth Mouse thing, how instant the mouse is normally versus what it's like on a Mac is disastrous. So for those guys out there who are still playing on a Mac, like, you got to stop, man. Dual boot it at the very least because it's just absurd. Like the delay. I was playing with mouse acceleration on at the same time as well, which was fine, to be honest. If you're used to it, it's okay.
Aren't you?
If you're used to it, it's fine. Actually, back in the day in 1.6, I didn't have a mouse pad. I had like a crappy table from Argos
Okay.
with a mahogany effect, and I just played with an IntelliMouse and no mouse pad. But then we went to a LAN. We rented a hall in Blackpool, and obviously it was a different table, so my sensitivity was completely different, and I was utterly lost. And I thought people would think I was hacking because I literally couldn't even like kill one person. It was so ridiculous. So after that, I bought a mouse pad.
For whatever reason, I just had this this image of like the Valve devs dancing around this burning lake of fire with you in it, screaming, and they're poking you with pitchforks. And just this little heathen down there playing on a Mac. I mean, there is that joke that's going around right now. Yesterday, whatever, where it's like, oh yeah, gaming on a Mac, and you're actually just using a Mac tower as a seat while you're playing at the PC.
Yeah, I mean, it was the only machine I had at the time. I used to have, in the 1.6 days, I had a Packard Bell, and then I built my own computer, which I dropped on my toe and ripped it in half. And then the Mac, when I was broadcasting the FGC tournaments, like in 2010, I was doing it on a 17-inch Mac laptop.
But broadcasting is one thing.
Yeah, but all my money went into that machine, so I had to play on that.
Yeah.
But then the dual booting,
You're right. All your money would have gone into that machine.
Yeah. Yeah, so.
It's a Mac.
Yeah, there we go.
It's going to cost more.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to do it potato, man.
Well, we are not going to be replaying that round because it was in the middle of the round, and so c0ntact will take that round, and sometimes things just go against you. And so Mad Lions have got to suck it up, and they got to get the last one here. We're in the 15th round, 9-5, force buy from Mad Lions, and c0ntact with the full buy. Well, I like this from Mad Lions. Straight out onto upper, no fear, only dreams. Let's go.
Ooh, no swing though from a second player in case of. There's such a common position, especially to avoid flashbang. There's no swing from a second player. Emmy looking to clean up now down to the USP, but Ships is there to make the save.
Solid 9-6, Mad Lions in the lead. And I guess as far as Mad Lions are concerned, they're not too concerned with how this panned out at the beginning of the half because you still got 9 rounds on T-side Nuke. So you're probably feeling pretty confident going into the second half. But we're now going to take a break, and don't go anywhere because you are about to see this guy right here pilot a drone around the studio, and he's going to weave it between all the chairs because he's totally capable of doing that. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from the break in which you succeeded in not crashing the drone into any cameras.
Yeah.
Or screens or chairs or anything.
I landed it onto the plate Christine was holding.
Shout out for the good chuckle as well, the highlighted comment in the chat. This is, in fact, not my first adult broadcast.
I like it. Big respect. Well, here we go.
Mr. Jeremy and I go way back. All right, let's get into it. It is c0ntact on the T side, Mad Lions on the CT side, and Mad Lions got gamed. They were expecting some kind of wrap action, and now they have to go into a really hard retake on the upper side. Not going to be pretty.
Planted very, very fast indeed. The odds got to 5 for c0ntact. These Pinnacle guys are non-believers, but they're fighting for the pistol round. That said, Mad Lions are coming back with a vengeance. Right, John McClane, there we go. 3 players remain. Bubsky will get the cheap helmet upgrades. That was a stonking bomb plant, and then even more stonks in the comeback.
Mad Lions just gave them the dig. Ron Jeremy would approve. Man.
Ron Jeremy spray down.
Double digits. Well, that's Mad Lions just smashing c0ntact with that retake. There you go. And we get a pause.
Insta pause.
c0ntact going for a tactical? Is it a tactical? Is it a tactical? It's not looking like a tech. It's not looking like a tech, so it should be a tactical timeout used here. I think it is. There it is.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the wrong screen.
Okay.
We're gonna do that now.
There we go. Well, Mad Lions have won both pistol rounds, and that's a pretty big way to start. We're looking at a potential 12-6 scoreline here. We'll see what c0ntact, yeah, they're going for the Hero AK. So if Mad Lions can survive this, we're looking at a 12-6 scoreline, which is a pretty strong way to start your CT side. Mad Lions could put themselves in an even stronger position than we've seen already. Got attack pause from both sides, actually, so lots to discuss, what to expect, perhaps. And there's definitely a lot of firepower coming their way, Mad Lions, because we've got an AK and a Krieg, as you can see on your screens as well.
Why would Mad Lions want to give c0ntact more time in this situation to try and figure something out? I mean, I would assume that c0ntact at this point wants to just keep the pressure on and not let them have too much chance to breathe. But it looks like there is going to be a bit of a discussion, and there's going to be a bit of a force buy on the side of c0ntact. So c0ntact probably trying to figure it out where's that gonna go. All right, what do you think, James? It's going to be, I mean, triple MP9, 2 M4s. You're going to be holding close if you're Mad Lions right now. You're going to be looking for a fight.
I'm guessing c0ntact are going to put some people outside since Rylan has the scouts. Force by scout on the T side is always a challenge, especially with the reduced price of certain weapons. I wonder if further thought has been given to them. There's utility for it, for sure. Rylan is the only man outside, actually. There are no T smokes. Roy's got enough angle for a mini. So if Ryan tries to make it there, that will be a cheap kill for Mad Lions. Oh, he's trying to punish the reload. Yeah, but Akor's got the angle. He'll get taken out, however. The trade frag, the rifles are on the way now. Look at the numbers game, how it's being used by c0ntact really well on that position. Then Rylan tags Roy outside, so they know where one of the remaining 3 players is. He'll fall back and avoid the grenade. In the meantime, the B-bomb site's being taken. Bubsky could do a lot. There's no one to really cover this angle. He'll spray for the wrong angles through the smoke.
When you see that lineup, and you see how close he was, now Otto and Rollin, they know that Rollin's still out in yard. And so Rollin hits that shot on Roy, though, so he'll have an M4 to play with. But again, they know that he's way away. So right now, Shush and Bubsky should just be hunting down the second man on this lower site. Do not give him a chance to breathe. Do not let them link up. What is Shush doing?
It looks like he had somewhere to be. I'm not sure if there was a defuse kit there. Maybe it was a nervous sprint towards the bomb site. Maybe
no,
it was bad
dropping a smoke. He's dropping a smoke on the bomb. But at that point, you guys are together. That's a tough one. What was the time looking like? Because this was a setup.
Yeah, that was a huge bait. Try and punish the reload. I'm close to the smoke. But no, my teammate's holding the angle. Very nice work there to open from Mad Lions, but it didn't finish the way they wanted. And again, there was a big opportunity for Mad Lions to close this one out quickly. That's been taken away by force from the likes of c0ntact. Roland now wielding the silenced M4. Remember the days when people would drop an AK to pick up a silenced M4?
Mm-hmm.
Long time ago.
Long time ago, back when the silenced M4 was more of a laser beam.
Yeah.
When it came out, it was strong.
And why not revert it more in that direction with the I mean, if you want to kind of add power rather than remove it, i.e. Krieg, then that would be a consideration.
I mean, it is a bit of a mix, but yeah, it feels like we don't see nearly as many silenced M4s as we did in the past. Roy gets the drop on auto. Instantly traded, and they're ready for him. Roy trying to put that AK to use. A little bit of greed. And this is very clean from c0ntact. Straight out onto the upper side, no fear.
Not much for c0ntact to do here.
Oh, come on.
Basil shot. Got one, but not two. Trades there from c0ntact. The 2- and 3-man setups have been strong. c0ntact are abusing their T-side advantages well in some of the few rounds we've seen so far, thus far. Mad Lions have broke.
Yeah, they're flat broke. So now you just go into a hard eco for Mad Lions. c0ntact should be more of the same for them. Mad Lions, what do? You just stack a site at this point, or just charge outside? Charge outside, get it over with. I'm
so happy that they've bought absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Because too many times we see somebody buy like a CZ or a P250 and just rob themselves of grenades in the full buy.
Mm-hmm. And I like this. There's a stack. That's what you should be seeing here from hard eco, no less. Put all the USPs in a line and hope that they walk out into yard.
Nice.
Maximum firepower.
Penguins. Share that heat.
Share that heat.
No 2 meters in that setup.
Who is the first receiver there? Shush. Shush getting the tail end of that deal. But now Rollin jumps across, and this is going to be this should be an easy hold here for c0ntact. Obviously don't want to curse him or anything.
It's a very expensive weapon he's got himself there. The Knight. Only good for the one though. Esperanto cleaning up now with the SMG. Yeah, you've got to tap it from that distance. The MAC-10 has atrocious spray. There we go. c0ntact 1 round away from tying the score now.
Mm-hmm. But now this is the big buy round that they saved for Mad Lions. No AWP in play. Still.
Oh, he was $50 short.
Yeah.
Roy, at least.
But near full nades. Light on the flashes, but heavy on the smokes, which is really what you want to see here on Nuke. Just get those smokes down, have the options here to close the door on c0ntact. As far as c0ntact are concerned, of course, wow, double MAC-10, still playing with fire here. They know that this is the big save round, and yet they still hold on to 2 SMGs. Yeah,
well, there's only 2 helmets here. I was wondering, like, Roy's got a helmet but only 1 grenade, and maybe he fears that this may be the case. But he's playing from the garage as well, if not from an off angle. So I think from there, maybe... Well, there are 2 decisions to be had. I like the peak. Catch them completely off guard. Suddenly, Mad Lions get way more aggressive, and the frag bomb flying in.
Bubsky, that was a brutal kill on Rollin. And now Ships alone 1v4. They ran right into the blender this round, c0ntact. A lot of action outside, but now, I mean, this is brutal. Bubsky with a 2nd kill with that MP9. It's going to make him so much money.
Them upgrades, though. They came into it with MP9s. They leave with 2 AKs and a Krieg.
It's brutal. And you gave that Krieg over now, too. This is just going to get completely out of hand now, where Mad Lions have a real opportunity. And there it is, the timeout. 3rd timeout now, used by c0ntact. 1 remains. They have the money, obviously, to go for a full buy right now. I'm very curious to see what they elect to do. Because, let's see. Because now Mad Lions have all of the nades. They could try and mess up your smoke wall if you go for your smoke wall, because they actually have an incendiary now. They could try and screw that up if you still try to take this fight outside in yard. I would be really surprised to see a YOLO play out of them, though. It's tough to predict with these teams as well, just because they rely so heavily on aim. So they could also just kind of like walk around corners and just look for headshots everywhere.
Mad Lions now with full utility. All the kits in the world, everyone but c0ntact has a helmet. Not that it matters for this particular round. But let's see how it plays out. If they put c0ntact on eco and wanted helmets for an eco round, then it would make more sense to buy it now. Some smokes will be deployed outside, some flashes to take certain angles away. Esperanto showing plenty of presence outside as the smokes come through. In fact, we've got a little procession of c0ntact players. There's 4 on road. That's a meaty grenade. Esperanto waiting for a peek. Realizes there's a gap, has to raise the alarm to his teammates. Now, only Esperanto was actually crossed. The rest is still outside. So the bomb is at T-red, which is interesting if they try to make a play forward later. Because Mad Lions still have their angles. You can see Shush behind blue, having a look. Otto's unscoped. Wants to try and quick scope because there's so many places he could get peeked from. The windows of hell, the door of hell, from blue, from garage, from heaven, from CT spawn. He spotted something.
Yep. Curious if he got spotted too. Yep, we saw the like no more jiggle peeking, but it's not going to save Shush. He goes down. Roy is there to pounce, and Bubsky wins a duel versus Esperanto. That's still Otto finding the second kill out in yard. They line up though, and now it's Rollin, 23 HP. There's a step. Asilian definitely knows that the man is close. Waiting for support from Ships, and Ships is going to be here right on time. Looking,
oh no!
A-core!
Just ran for it. He wanted it bad, didn't get it. Mad Lions will survive with 3.
Oh, 3 Kriegs picked up as well for Mad Lions. Oh, that's gross.
It's the KKK symbol.
Dude, that's nearly as filthy. It's the KKK. It's nearly as filthy as the GIF that Thorn posted on Twitter earlier. Just unreasonable, uncalled for. 3 Kriegs on the CT side.
Is that bad, Joke? I might have to make that. Oh, it's too late now. Contact on the pistols. So again, already having the helmets will be a benefit here. We've got some Glocks on deck. Although even with a Glock at range, it can be 3 headshots to take someone out. Esperanto will be delivering no headshots in this round. But also certainly will. He's got a deagle. That'll certainly help. Bubsky just wide swinging. Doesn't have the information above main, so risks are being taken now. And it's falling apart for Mad Lions in ways that maybe it shouldn't.
Dude, what are they doing against anti-ecos? They just keep getting their heads taken off. Round after round. Anti-ecos are definitely not their forte right now. A little bit of a spot. There we go. Gets the follow-up. Nicely done here by Asilian. And it seems like he realized that there was somebody close. Still going to walk right into a headshot from Rollin. These guys are not missing. And they know where A-Core's playing from as well. All the info here for Contact.
I don't know how they couldn't hear someone jump on Mini earlier on.
Second anti-eco that they've lost.
Yeah, it seems sloppy or just like unnecessary risk taking, like they're panicking.
Well, they're taking fights, but why?
Yeah, because I don't know, like how do you? I mean, maybe there's a way with like a Molotov or something to make it onto Mini where someone doesn't hear you, but I think it's like a low percentage situation. But that swing was pretty rough.
What is Rama? Because you have the sticker on your notebook and you have the shirt.
Oh, it's a company in Australia who do really cool things. Jason and I both have a wallet from there. They make custom keyboards and all sorts. They sent me a care package of a titanium wallet, so with a t-shirt as well.
Sick.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Titanium wallet.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Wear it over your heart, just in case.
My heart's made from granite anyway.
There we go.
Yeah, that was a rough one for Mad Lions. In fairness, there was no shadow showing, so the position above Mini was such that minimal information is there. So that was pretty strong from Contact. Credit to them. Now they find rifles versus a mixed bag here. Quietly making their way. Does it see anything? No, it doesn't look like it. No more shots from Roy. Well, might be scared about the return fire. So Contact have got a trade frag situation, an army of players in secret.
They have the molly to clear out this position. Bubsky already preemptively falling off. 4 players still remain on upper. It is all on Bubsky. That molly goes down, so you see Bubsky, he's already in position not to get burned by it. This is giving a lot of ground, a lot of room to maneuver here for Contact. Now the rotation is going to be even more difficult. There's the spot, and he fluffs the shot after hitting somebody with the MP9. Just give that man an MP9 instead of giving him an M4, clearly. There's Asilian, though, going to work. Has the AK. Does he win this duel? Nope. Emmy with the crouch peek.
Roy is alone now. 30 seconds, and there's the bomb. 1 versus 2. Needs to find a frag as soon as he can. He's got a headshot potential. The AK-47, he's running for it. Looking to harass Rollin, but he manages to win out. That was an important one for Contact. Getting more and more nervous. Things escalated quickly towards the end, but they did prevail. Now you start to wonder if they could win this.
Yeah, there is some of that demonic aim coming through here from Rollin. I mean, look at that head. Look at that shot. I mean, come on. Guy looks like he's straight out of an anime.
He does. He looks like a stereotypical East European bad guy from a 90s action.
There you go. If he was wearing a black turtleneck.
Yeah, he's got gloves on.
It'd all be done. It'd all be over. Contact, man. they've got the aim, and that's where Mad Lions, perhaps they lack just a little bit of it. They'll be a little bit more structured in their calls with the c0ntact help. But when it comes to raw fragging, I mean, this is where c0ntact are just such a threat. They're a threat to anybody in the tournament. So they'll just hit crazy headshots.
Minute 30. Another clean eco from Mad Lions. Mistakes were made, and they have lost their strength, at least in the short term. This should have been a shutout, but one thing goes wrong and a domino start to fall. Had a crossfire set up. Shush will ring the bell, as will his teammate from up above, but they'll all get eliminated. c0n and Roy looking to just fight for scraps here. And then there was a c0ntact new man. There's the aim punch. His crosshair just bouncing upwards. Let's not forget how bad it used to be. It was horrible.
It used to be that it was just a death sentence if you got shot.
Yeah.
There was no hope. But, you know, in the continuation of Valve's devs policies to, and that's the worst part, right? To make the game easier. But, hey, you know, 1.2 million, my dude, 1.2 million. Time to release a case. Time to release a case.
The aim punch update was good, though.
What's that?
The aim punch update was good, at least.
Sure.
It was kind of just jarring before. But anyway, Mad Lions don't have an AWP in their buy round where they might lose the lead. So this is nervous territory. We have got fast play in towards the B bomb site. We have an invitation for a rotation. Now, maybe Mad Lions assume the bomb is down here, but either way, there's a threat. There's a potential flank for the ramp. c0ntact got to go into position. This compromises their defense upstairs, which is, I think, what c0ntact want.
That's going to be Roy finding ships. And this was c0ntact just waiting to still set up. Everybody's outside. They were waiting to set up a secret push, I suppose, based off of what ships could find them. But now they're just down a man. And I mean, Roy getting the kill could mean that the outside yard is clear. But there's Acor already here in position. They've already swapped. They've traded. Doesn't look like Esperanto are taking it for granted, though. Yeah,
Acor's got to make sure his gun is pointing in towards the wall so he doesn't give his position away here. Because I feel like if Esperanto creeps a little forward, he might see something. And Acor's, if you look at the point of contention, is where Acor is standing, basically. So Acor's angle is horrible if his gun pokes out even in the slightest. But it doesn't look like Esperanto will press forward just yet. He's looking for the further position, and there's the swing. So Acor's going to be ready for it. It's his advantage now. Trigger discipline, takes out the bomb carrier as well. Papsky swings from CT vent, and it's glorious for Mad Lions. 4 frags in a matter of seconds. Yeah.
You see how careful lining that shot up? He is not going to be the guy who gets 180 whipped.
Make sure I get that headshot.
Yeah. Definitely line it up. But some good discipline there from Acor. Just waited the entire time. That was a great point to make, that his gun would be peeking out. So if he goes for any kind of jiggle peek or anything, that's it. Game is up.
Yeah.
He needed to trust his line, and he did, and it worked.
And if that's like a silenced M4 there, you have to point into the wall even more because of the silencer as well. But something every pro is aware of. Initial grenades towards the squeaky position. We've got a very forward play from the CTs, which has not been detected by c0ntact, and Roy gets a super early frag over the smoke. Esperanto knew nothing about that.
Does this Molotov spread into ships? Yes, it does. Oh, c0ntact, that's just an unlucky break for him.
Oh, I love it.
HG is not going to go far enough. That would have worked, it just didn't go far enough.
Oh my god.
Goes for another bite at the apple.
Will they be ready for a c0ntact? He's got the off angle here. Will they check for this after that initial frag? They haven't seen any response. Do they go for the hard check here? Looks like ships might. He will, but he won't get the duel. And c0ntact will be traded by Otto. It's winnable for c0ntact. It's a 2 versus 3. It's not ideal, but they have a minute on the clock. And surely if they're careful, they get a 1v1. Otto's looking for it, but Shush is fast.
I don't know what to make of Shush. He'll hit crazy shots like that, super clean, and then he'll fluff others. Interesting character. And there it is, Shush, the hero. 2 kills for him in the round. Puts Mad Lions up to under 14. No bomb plant for c0ntact even. So no bonus money, leaving them in a very awkward spot as far as the money's concerned. That's a tough one for c0ntact. They still have 1 timeout. They could call it right now. And there it is. All right, so c0ntact call their final timeout, last one that they have, going into this round where none of them can do a full buy. Man, that's a toughie. It's been looking so good for you. Then again, if you're c0ntact at this point, just buy some deagles. You've won 2 anti-ecos already. You know, if we're following the trend here, you should just win again.
If they can, worst case scenario, plant the bomb, then that would be something for them. But I wouldn't be surprised if Mad Lions expect like an attempt at a fast play down the vent, because there's a reasonable percentage there for those plays. But it's kind of oh well, maybe it won't be. We see the AK-47s coming out, so they're going to go for the full force here, it seems.
Okay then. I mean,
Do it. They want to keep Mad Lions off game points.
Exactly.
They're only 2 rounds away, so again, if they do plant the bomb, then they'll have something in the next round. Worst case scenario, it's a big investment. The place to win, baby.
Let's see, Molly's already out. Big flashes as well, and I like it. No fear from Esperano. Straight out through the smoke, looking for the fight. Roy playing very passively, once again back up here in yard, his usual spot. And now we can see those beautiful arcs coming through. Nice little smokes dropped in the middle of the yard. No accidents, those. And neither is that.
They've been caught by that so many times.
He knows there's a second man out here as well. That's brave of Roy to go for that fight.
Both rifles taken away. That was the very last rounds. There's been multiple rounds of Mad Lions have won from that angle. I mean, they could smoke it. They could smoke the garage. That'll take that angle away.
Otto's actually just going to try and run out here and pick up one of these AKs.
They've lost like all the main weapons. There it goes again. And now Mad Lions are realizing, okay, this is the pot of gold for them is by T-Red, essentially, where these rifles are. And c0ntact are repeatedly trying to connect them, but that's a disastrous round. From a position where they've been fragged repeatedly across multiple rounds. The Force Bite gets shut down for free. There's a shadow advantage, but that's a good shot from Rylan, in fairness. But it doesn't really mean much, does it? Otto now has the bomb exposed, as well as the rifles. He'll pick up an AK at the very least, and the bomb. Surely the barrel of the gun was seen.
30 seconds.
That's all the info they need.
Pardon me?
It's all the info Mad Lions need.
Yeah.
No need to fight to the death there and cost yourself more money. Force the hand of Otto.
Now he's getting wall banged. There it is. Nice clean headshot on a c0ntact at range. Not going down without a fight. But Roy and Shush have both got filthy amounts of cash they'll be able to drop. And this will be a very strong buy going into the last round for Mad Lions. Whereas once again, c0ntact have been denied the bomb plant. So you even have to go for a Galil. A Galil, James. Wow, it's even Otto with his aim.
A hero Galil against game point. Gardo.
Yeah.
Will it be a fast play in towards the A-bomb site, I wonder? See plenty of players inside. There's the HE, there's the Molotov. Maybe there's smoke behind it for the mini position. There we go. All is well in that respect. Ships, though, was going to get taken out for free by Bubsky, trying to deploy some grenades towards CT Vent where they had trouble before. Too much position for Mad Lions. It's simple here. It's straightforward. It's bread and butter.
You even see the off angle there from Bubsky. And well, Bubsky's going to get punished, but that's going to be it. Roy eventually with the flank through. And Mad Lions, they definitely gave a few more rounds than they needed to.
Yeah.
The anti-eco rounds, they could have definitely, so maybe you're seeing a little bit of nerves there still for that roster, but they got the job done on their first map.
They do indeed. Mad Lions with, they'll be happy with that victory despite the mistakes here and there. It's a strong one, more or less, from Nuke, and there's plenty more CS action to come. Thoughts of the guys and gals on the couch after the break.